Lily.
And it's Charlotte, and welcome to this week's episode of Lil Char.
So, this is our fifth and final episode of our podcast.
We're so sad
it's over. But honestly, we may, continue to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Other, little, bonus episodes.
We wanted to do this story because last episode we were kind of
It was very fresh.
We had this, we were kind of angry because one of our friends was going through this terrible situation that she really shouldn't have been in. So, needless to say, she makes out with this guy who has had a girlfriend for 9 months.
And nobody knew about it. That's the thing. He doesn't have any pictures with her. He doesn't, he snaps all these other girls.
Yeah, and so later that day, when she finds out, the girlfriend reaches out and is weird question, did you hook up with him? And she was honest, and it should have just ended there. Yes, your boyfriend's shitty, period. Break up with him, goodbye. It should have ended there. But instead, the girlfriend continues to interrogate her and ask her a bunch of questions and even ask her to talk to the guy. Obviously, boys are the worst. They're not going to fess up if they cheated. What do you want from him? Because you're not going to get it from him. And so the girlfriend was confused. The story gets worse because the girlfriend was confused because she was with him that night. She had dropped him off at 12 o'clock to his house, and he drove to the friend's house, to our friend's house. That is so bad. And then he claims they just went on a drive. They just went on a drive at 1 a.m. They were just talking. What? Yeah. But anyways, our friend really said she didn't want to get involved. She answered all the questions anyway. She just was annoyed because she's older, so she doesn't want to be in this younger drama.
Yeah, but also I don't blame the younger girl because if you find out your boyfriend is cheating after 9 months, you're gonna be obviously you're with this dude for 9 months, so you trust him, but and I know people are telling you, or this younger girl, that he's a cheater, he's talking to all these other girls, but she's blindsided by it. She doesn't know. So I get why she's asking questions to our friend, and but I get that she's crossing a line, but I don't know.
And that's why we're talking about this situation, because it's such a good thing, because there's a difference between how older girls like us might go about it and how younger girls go about it. Since younger girls are so, I get it, 9 months, but I hate to say it, but this boy's been cheating on you for those 9 months. I have no doubt in my mind, I could bet money on it. And so the thing is, for young girls listening to this, if your boyfriend is accused of cheating by another girl, that girl has nothing. She does not get anything out of lying, because, especially if she's an older girl, because she, older girls don't fuck with drama. They don't want to be a part of it. And so they wouldn't, unless they're, really toxic. I might know some older girls who kind of like the drama. But you just need to believe, because guys are not going to be honest about the situation. Yeah. But anyways, there are red flags. So if you're in a relationship right now and you're oh my God, this could be me, there are some red flags. Like Lily said earlier, she was not on his Instagram.
Yeah, that's so
number
weird.
One red flag.
So weird.
And I know boys aren't really into Instagram, but also I know good
zero posts.
I know good boyfriends who do post their girlfriend, or will post on Snapchat. Another thing is, if not a lot of people know you're dating him, or the other way, he's dating you, then he's keeping it on the down low for a reason, so not a lot of people can know, and he can still have his cake and eat it.
No, so the thing is, with this situation, he was on her Visco, maybe on her Instagram, I don't really know. Yeah, and then when he has nothing, that is so sus, especially not even a Snapchat, you said. Nothing. That is such a red flag.
But also, talking about phone and media and stuff, if he's never goes on his phone, like, when he's around you, that's us.
Red
I know
flag.
you might be like, oh, it's out of just, like, respect because he loves my attention and loves my time. No, bitch. He has some shit on his phone. He cannot even open the phone because all these girls are Snapchatting him right now. But also, this is, like, the main thing. If he has a terrible reputation, oftentimes girls will ignore. That's the biggest red flag. If he has a then this boy did. This boy had a reputation for being a fuckboy, cheater.
Knew.
His girlfriend knew.
Was
but
like...
the thing is, girls get it twisted that they're the special one. That they're the one who's going to change him. And you're not. If he's a cheater, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, no, boys never change. Like, never. And, like, she straight up said, yeah, I heard that, like, that he was, like, a cheater. Why are you with him? Like, if I knew that my boyfriend had a reputation of cheating, never.
Not even, like, a one-time thing. Like, the stories that I've heard, like, are so bad.
Yeah.
Like, so for the guys, though, like, I don't understand why they get into these long-term relationships if they know they're going to cheat and not be loyal. Like, we know one guy who actually broke up with his girlfriend so he can have, like, relations with another girl.
Yeah.
Which is more, like,
that's
it's
how
better.
people do it. Like, I don't get why people cheat. Like, if you're going to cheat, then just don't have a girlfriend. Like,
for 9 months, though, too. Like, that's why I do feel bad for the girl.
No, here's the thing. I really think guys are such, like, babies. Like, most guys, like, why they cheat, because they need, like, somebody to, like, be there for them and to actually be a girlfriend. Like, they cannot live on their fucking own. Like, if you cheat, like, why even be in a relationship? You could have all these other girls, but no, they need that one girl that makes them feel like a baby, take care of them. Like, they're such... I, like, hate them. I hate them.
Oh my god. And it's just, like, because the girl's gonna, like, there's no situation where the girl's not gonna find out. Even if it takes 9 months, she found out, and now you just, like, you really just, because what you do to a girl at a young age will stay with her forever. Like, the way that she probably looks at herself, thinks about herself has changed. And, like, because girls are so insecure and they overthink about everything, so you not only just, like, hurt her, you mentally have messed her up now for the future.
Yeah. And you did all that because you're a little big baby.
No,
and you can't take care of your own shit. And you need a woman to help you.
So for the boys, just think about, like, you need to think about and take accountability for what you do, because I don't think boys understand what they do to us at a young age affects us later on. Like Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Some boy told her that he was surprised that she was a good kisser because she had small lips. What did the girl do? She overlined her lips. She got lip injections in the future. And she still thinks about it to this day. Like, it still affects her, and she's fucking Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I know.
That's how you know, like, the power of boys.
And especially at a young age.
Yep. So moving on to, like, our next, like, topic we felt it was important is, in high school, I felt like at the beginning of high school, everyone thought it was in peril to have a boyfriend. And they thought that was just, like, the answer to everything. If you have a boyfriend, you're happy. But a teacher once told me, and this has, like, sticks to, like, with me forever. It was, like, a women in engineering class. So you already know I was being empowered in this class. But she said, I don't know why girls think that having a boyfriend will either make their lives better or fix the problems they have in their life, because it will only cause more problems. And I'm like, shit, like,
true.
But also when you think about it, why do I want a boyfriend? The only thing I wanted a boyfriend was to fix the problems that I had in my life. And talking to boys, they were just causing fucking more problems for me. So I think girls need to grow, like, at a young age, stop wanting a boyfriend and just kind of grow as a person, because I feel like you need to become the person you are, like, just, like, develop as a person before you can have a boyfriend. So, like, all those younger relationships you have, you're going to look back and you're like, those were stupid. Yeah. And I wish I just didn't waste my time.
Yeah. And it's, like, also, like, at a young age, like, you still feel heartbreak. Like, why do you want to have a heartbreak over a guy that's, like, a little boy? That, like, obviously you're not going to be with him long term. Like, I feel like I am kind of, like, I will never be in a relationship where I know, like, I wouldn't be looking at the future with. Like, I think that's a waste of my time.
That's literally, one time I said something and it was really bad. I was like, why would I date anyone now if I'm not going to marry them?
No, but I
that's
agree.
True
I agree.
A teacher was like, no, like, you date someone if you're, like, if you like them. And she's like, but I don't like anyone, and I'm just chasing them to have that label.
Yeah, but also I feel like we haven't really had a lot of options,
We haven't had good options.
So I feel like definitely when we go to college, we're going to be, like, exploring more of the options and meeting new and different people.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't even, like, I couldn't see myself in a relationship now. I can't see myself in a relationship in a couple of years. Like, I think here's some just, like, good advice that I feel like, in general, girls need to know. Stop overthinking everything. This is, like, the main thing girls do, and it, like, just kind of complicates everything.
Yeah.
A boy could look at us. We don't, like, we'll be at the mall. Mm-hmm. A boy looks at us and we'll be like, he's in love with me.
Yeah.
Like, he totally wants, like, we're at the gym. We make eye contact with all these guys and we're like, oh my God. But meanwhile, they're dating someone else.
Yeah.
But also because you need to know, if a guy wanted to be with you, he would be with you. Like, guys say this all the time. Like, if you have good guy friends, they will tell you, like,
he will make it known. He wants to be with you.
He will make it happen. He'll be Snapchatting you, like, all the time.
And if you're putting in more effort than he is,
he's not into you.
He's not into you.
It's just, it's tough, but it makes your life easier just thinking, he's not into me. He's not, like, not in an insecure way. Just be like, he's not into me. Go live your life. Don't think about him. Don't make him take up your mind space, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, never trust an older boy. Okay, this is my biggest thing. Okay, I have been in plenty little flings, things where I was obviously, 14, 15, freshman year, and they're older. Like, assume that they're talking to a bunch of other girls because they genuinely make you feel, like, special. Like, they
literally boys in general. All boys will make you feel special.
Boys.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously at a young age, you think, oh my God, like, he's only talking to me, like, he's not doing this with any other girl. No. Like, 14 and 15-year-olds are pretty naive. And I think that that's also a part of life, though. Like, you kind of need to experience that to, like, grow and, like, learn. But just never trust an older boy.
I think also girls need to recognize the difference between actually liking a guy and liking the idea of the guy. Looking back, I have not liked one boy for their actual self, just the idea I had in my head.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Like, you hype someone up so much in your head, like, that it's better than they'll ever be, and you're just like, wait, I don't actually like this guy. Like,
I know, yeah.
I just like what I want him to be.
Yeah, and oftentimes, like, they are not what you want them to be and what you've made up in your head.
Yeah, and they're not going to say or do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Which is like,
don't take things too fast.
In a relationship.
Yeah. Because once he got what he wanted, he probably doesn't want anything more.
Yeah.
So basically you, like, going fast in a relationship, or not even fast in a relationship, but just fast, like, with a guy. Mm-hmm. Like, he got what he wanted and he's not going to be interested anymore. And oftentimes, like, he, like, almost like he won. Mm-hmm. And you don't want him to win. Mm-hmm. You want him to fight for you until he got what he wanted.
Unless you want what he wants, then just do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. But, like, another thing is, this is, like, one of the biggest things for me is get out of a toxic relationship. I have seen so many people who are new in relationships don't really, like, you're just too young, and they become toxic. Like, if you're fighting every day, or the other person is consistently telling the other, like, person in the relationship, like, what to do, that is so toxic. And it's really sad to see. Like, I know this one girl, and she's in a relationship. This guy, her boyfriend, made her delete her TikTok because she had too many TikTok followers. She made her unfollow all of the boys that she followed, who she used to have a thing with. And like tells her like what to wear, tell her she can't go to certain parties because she has a bad reputation. That is
I would punch someone in the face if they told me
toxic.
I couldn't go to a party.
If a guy is telling you what to do, automatic red flag. Like, you have your own life. Like, you do not need to. You need to live separate lives. And if he doesn't like something that you do, then
but that's also that's unattractive. Like, that is very unattractive. If a boy ever I don't mind if someone says like, if a boy says like, oh, that's so, I like the way you wear that. But if I like came out in it with an outfit that I really was like felt so comfortable and all my friends were hyping me up, and he was like if my if I was wearing like if I'm wearing too much, showing too much skin, and he was like, no, like put a sweatshirt on or something, like I'm a prize, like you should flaunt me around.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's good advice, but like you should want me to look my best and like be like a man enough to like know like, that your girlfriend's hot and she's like,
yeah, and obviously if you're in a relationship, then your girlfriend like loves you and like
where's the trust?
Where's trust? And I just think like seeing like toxic relationships are so sad, and
but also it can get annoying because
for another person.
Yeah, like if you are friends with someone who's in a toxic relationship, they're always fighting. They're always like, and there's there's literally drama when the person's bored.
Yeah.
It's just like, no one's going to want to date you. You guys look crazy. It's gross. Like, it's just
like at that point, it's just such a waste of energy.
And then everyone around you hates it.
I've been in like the middle of a toxic relationship, and it's the worst thing and the most annoying thing.
But they think it's like funny, like, and it's just like, it's unattractive.
Yeah, but anyways, this girl who's in this toxic relationship at the moment, like, doesn't go out anymore. She used to always look so pretty, makeup, like, really, like, cute clothes. Now she wears sweatpants to parties, no makeup, because she's, like, afraid that he's gonna be like, what are you doing? Why do you look good? Like, why are you wearing makeup? Why are you wearing eyelashes? Why are you wearing that shirt? Yeah. So bad.
I think also your boyfriend's supposed to be your friend. So even if you're at a party, you can either be hanging with your friends, but you should be able to hang out with him and have a good time and not worry about what you're doing, like, or worrying about what each other are doing. Like, I want a boyfriend who I like see him over there like playing beer pong, living his fucking best life, because that's attractive to me. Someone who can have fun and have a good time.
And wants you to have fun too.
Because, if someone doesn't want me to have a good time, like, I'll block you. Like, I will literally ghost your butt. Like, we will not be together, for sure.
Yeah. And I guess another thing for me too, this is like another advice, is, okay, do and don't be too guarded. You know, so I feel like in the past I've definitely been too guarded, where it's like I don't let anyone in. I don't want anyone to like get to know me. I like just don't want to like let people in, and then that can lead to like, me actually losing that person and them obviously not coming back. But like, you don't want to be so guarded where you let everyone in, or no, what is it? You don't want to not be guarded where you let everyone in, and like you have no like standards.
Yeah,
like it's good to have standards and be a little bit guarded when it comes to guys, but too much is not.
And I just think also like know yourself, because like if you're the type of person to catch feelings like really quickly, then like just take it slower. But I also think if you're the type of person who like we'll be talking to someone, having fun, but then once it's over, you're totally like fine, we'll just talk to someone else, then just like continue what you're doing, girl, because you're doing great. Let's move on to friendship advice, because I feel like that's what's really important is your friends,
especially throughout high school. So like the first thing is, your friends will change.
Yeah, it's okay to lose friends. It's
okay to lose friends. It's okay to gain friends. It's okay to have less friends at one point, and it's okay to have more friends at like one point in time. But it's just like everyone changes like for themselves and other people. So it's just you grow as people, and at the end of the day, like senior year, you will be with like your best friends. Yeah, and I think that that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and I also think like it's very hard, like, at first, like, you kind of grow out of those friendships. It's either them growing out or you. It kind of like hurts because you've been friends for so long and such a young age. But then you just need to realize that you guys like different things. You're finding what you like and dislike, and you guys are just finding your personalities and stuff. And because when you were in middle school, you were just weird. Like, you were just weird. You didn't know who you were. But as you grow and go into high school, you're going to find who you are. And it's not always going to be compatible with the friends that you have then. But just let it happen. And don't be sad about losing those friends. Because, I mean, you guys can still be, like, acquaintances or, like, you can still be friendly.
Yeah. And, like, especially as you get older, like, there might be some, like, drama or, like, I'm not going to talk to this person. But, ultimately, at the end of the day, like, when we're seniors, like, we kind of all, like, started to talk to each other. And, like, with you, like, you had an ex-best friend, and you still talk, like, at first, like, it was kind of, like, rocky, but, like, you talked to her, and it's fine.
The thing is about me is I might not be guarded about guys, but I'm guarded about friends. Like, if you do me dirty once, like, good luck. Like, I will still, like, I hold
people accountable.
Yeah, and I also, like, hold grudges, so if you really, like, make me angry, like, I'm on a mission to really but yes, I can let things go, but it will always be on the back of my mind. So that's what I'm just like with my friends, I guess, because I hold them to higher standards. I hold my friends to the highest standards.
Like, as you should. Like, friends are really important. Friends are like other than obviously your family, your friends are like the only people like you have. So I think that they should be worthy enough for you and what you need out of a friend.
Yeah. And I'm not just gonna, like, carry around friends who aren't, like, genuine for me. Like, they're not here for me. They don't I like, because I have, like, obviously Lily's one of my best friends, and then I have Tatum, and they know everything about me. They know, like, if I have a glance, like, or if I'm, like, they will understand me from, like, a side.
No, exactly. And I think that that's what people need out of friends. So, like, for one advice, like, know your friend's mood. So, like, you don't cross the line. Like, I know, like, if Charlotte's, like, in a pissy mood, like, I'm not gonna, like, say something that's gonna, like, make her mad. And, like, vice versa. Like, she's not gonna poke me when I'm, like, in a bad mood. And
we rarely get in fights, but when we do get in fights, it's very short. Because, like, sometimes, because I am a Taurus, so I do get, like, bitchy. And, like, then I'll just, like, come back and I'll call her and be like, I'm sorry. Like, and we just started, like, I feel like I just started doing this, but I'll come back, like, in an hour and I'll be like, my bad, I'm just being a bitch.
Yeah. And, like, that's, like, just shows you, like, how people grow. Because, like, freshman year, never do that. Freshman year, me as a friend, I was so mean. I was so shit. I would say the first thing that comes to my head, like, I wouldn't even think about what I was saying, how this is going to hurt another person.
You're like, I still like you. Like, no, everyone else hated you because they thought you were so mean.
But it's just, like, it's whatever. Like, I learned how to be a better friend. Like, also, you know, making sure you're friends with somebody that doesn't judge you or make you feel less than them. That's so important. Like, if I hate when people are sitting there judging each other.
Or I hate friends who, like, around, you know, you have a bad friend when she around other guys makes your, like, you and all the other girls
feel less than
and
her.
Like, try to tear them down to make herself look better.
And you're insecure yourself because your friends are so awesome.
Yeah, I know. But also, I just think, like, even so, if you are saying one thing about how you feel, like, I know how you actually feel. Like, if we're in a situation, we're all talking about our feelings, like, your best friend is going to be like, no, bitch, you're lying about your feelings. I know how you really feel. And I just think that's important to have. You need to know who your true friends are, and you just need to, like, because I feel bad for people who don't have, like, a bond like that.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I am good at, like, I have some pretty good friends in my life, like, a lot of them, where, like, they know me, like, they actually know me.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, that's pretty, like, rare, because I feel like a lot of the girls, like, in our grade, especially, don't have friends that, like, really know them, you know?
I know. That's, like, so,
like, it's kind
depressing.
of, like, the fake, like, surface-level friendships, where it's, like, it's just so fucking sad.
But if you want one of those, like, friendships, you just need to have deep conversations and just care. And just, like, when your friend's going through a situation, understand the situation completely, because that's how you kind of know them as a person.
Yeah. and always be honest as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like you can obviously have other friends and other friendships or friend groups, whatever, and you just need to make time for both, or maybe like bring them together.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate, like, never lie. Like, if somebody's like, oh, I can't hang, like, I'm cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
but then obviously, like, you see on social media that, like, your friend is at fucking Mackenzie's
That's
house.
how you ruin a friendship.
Like,
that's how, like, a friendship ends.
That hurts so much to see
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, it's better to just be straight up and be like, sorry, I'm gonna go hang out with Mackenzie, but, like, want to hang tomorrow, or maybe you can come. Like,
yeah, because it's honestly, like, that's a punch in the gut, like, whenever you see that. And I also think if you're posting it on social media, like, you're trying to hurt someone out of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know you're going to hurt them, and then it just shows you don't care.
Yeah, but I think one of the keys to making good, lasting friendships is honesty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
XOXO, Lil Char out. Peace.
And, like, for more, like, I guess, educational, like, don't slack, because often, like, you think you can, but then it starts to become a routine and you just, like, lose all, like, motivation. And staying organized really helps you, like, stay on track.
But on your point about don't slacking, people think they can either slack freshman year or senior year, and if you have bad grades freshman year, you're like, there's no way to come back. And I definitely think your GPA is very important, because that's what the colleges are going to look at, and colleges see your grades for every year.
Freshman year through senior year are all important. Like, obviously, like, senior year is less important, but it still is important. And, like, I didn't, like, when I was going in, like, freshman year, like, I didn't even think about college.
But I didn't even look at my GPA until junior year. And I could have I could have gone the other way. I could have had a bad GPA. Yeah. So if you're listening to this and you're younger,
just
thinking about your GPA freshman year, and because the classes you take and the more challenging they are, they will add to it. So just try to think about your grades and your GPA.
Yeah, and, like, what classes you were taking. Because I totally could have taken some harder classes.
And that would have benefited you in the future. Because if you take harder classes, it's going to enhance your GPA even more. And just, like, it's going to make you feel better about yourself, too.
Yeah. But another thing is build good relationships with teachers at school. Okay? This, like, really makes school more enjoyable. Like, when they aren't just, like, people that, like, teachers, like,
if you're disrespectful to teachers,
oh my god, I hate that.
My mom's a teacher, and I, like, really am great to my teachers, I think. But when someone's, like, rude to them, like, they're here for you.
Yeah, and obviously, like, they're humans too, and
they have other lives out of school.
Yeah, and, like, they don't need to deal with any kids being rude to them.
Yeah,
and they also, like, they love to build bonds with their students too. So, like we're really close with some of our teachers, and, like, we talk about, like, just literally everything.
I think also, like, our teachers couldn't say one bad thing about us.
Yeah.
Like, and also, if you need a teacher's recommendation, like, I got quotes from my teachers, and they were amazing. Like, they were even teachers I've only had for, like, one semester. They were able to make these amazing quotes that are really probably going to help me in the future. I don't know yet. But those quotes were, because I haven't gotten, like, news yet from, like, my scholarships or whatever. But I know, like, what they said about me is going to help me.
Yeah, and I just think that, like, it's just really important to, like, build a bond with them and, like, just respect them.
But if you don't know how to build a bond, I definitely like emailing teachers. I recently started emailing teachers senior year, and it just shows that you care, and it just kind of, you guys can, like, talk back and forth. Like, I talk back and forth with my guidance counselor. You got to utilize your guidance counselors. Especially, and if you don't like your guidance counselor, just switch. I have one of the best guidance counselors, like, for sure. But I email her, and she's so helpful, and they have such good information that they can help you with.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times people don't, like, utilize, like, the support that school actually gives you, and I feel like we really should more. And, like, I should have definitely more, like, gone to, like, guidance counselors or even just, like, extra, like, teachers that are always, like, available.
Yeah, especially because the college process is going to be really intimidating. And so when you have someone on your side who's, like, actively trying to help you.
And also advocating for you.
Yeah, like,
really
they will go to schools, they will go to teachers. Like, I'm trying to get the scholarship, and I emailed her, and she was like, we need to find a way to make you stand out. So I had to collect, no one else did this, but I collected quotes from my teachers, and that makes me my entire thing stand out.
Yeah.
And she, like, helps me write essays and stuff. They're just, like, very, like, good to utilize.
Yeah, and they're there for you.
But also for your organization point. You gotta use your planners. Like, sometimes I wouldn't use my planners, especially when we were online. But then I would actually, like, forget assignments. Like, I'd wake up and I'd be in class, and they would be like, oh, the homework. And I'd be like, what? Like, yeah, so just use your planners because you're not going to remember the assignments.
Yeah, I have used a planner for all 4 years of high school, and it's, like, the best thing ever.
Now I just use a planner for life. Like, I have my sticky notes. I have my calendar. It's just a way, like, to make you feel more, like, productive and just better about what you're doing.
And just, like, staying on top of your stuff.
Yeah.
So now I think for this last little segment, it's what we wish we knew before high school.
Yeah, like, just, like, overall.
Yeah. So I guess, like, the first thing is, like, honestly, everyone says this, but high school goes by so fast. Like, so I think, like, just do everything, try new things, talk to new people, go out, like, live in the moment. Like, it's just so, like, nobody's, like, judging you. Like, it just, don't even care about what anyone thinks about you, and just really go out and just talk to anyone, because it goes by so fast that you might be at the end of high school and realize, oh, I should have talked to this person more, or da-da-da-da-da. And I think that's so important.
And also about that is, there are some people who, so when you get, freshman and sophomore year, they definitely go by, like, a little bit slower, but junior and senior year, they go by so quick. And we know, if we have a friend who spent a majority of junior and, like, her entire senior year, she did not hang out with her friends that much because she was so focused on, like, SATs and essays and all that. And getting into college, you're gonna get into college.
Yeah.
So you need to, and those are your last years with your friends. So you need to just, like, live in the moment. And if your parents are on your butt, like, just have fun, because you're gonna look back and you're gonna regret it.
Yeah, like, you're gonna regret not going out or
not going to that party.
The thing I have is more about, like personal, like, growth, I guess, but nobody cares what you do, okay? People are so busy, like, with themselves that, like, they really don't remember what, like, might have been slightly embarrassing to you. Like, if you think, oh, I did this thing, like, in the hallway or da-da-da-da, nobody's gonna remember that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember what you were the next day. Like, I feel, or even, okay, this was the biggest thing. Remember, like, throwing away your trash? Was that just a me thing?
Yeah, that was
okay. Or it was, like, one of our other friends.
Oh my god, she needed someone to walk her to the trash. Okay, but also she had, like, people, like, actually, like, harassing her. So I totally get it.
Yeah, I remember, like, going with her all the time and, like, being, like, scared too about, like, throwing
No, I was scared too, but
like,
she was being literally harassed.
Or, like, yeah, I know. But, like, or remember, like, walking and, like,
the lunchroom was a terrifying place for a long time.
Yes, that's just one thing. It's just, like, I feel like I would always have, like, oh, what are other people thinking about me, like, in the back of my head, or, like, what are, like, if I do, like, slightly something
That's
wrong.
Just girls just overthink everything, and then they're also gonna, like, girls always are thinking about the cringy things they did during the day.
But people should know that nobody's thinking about that.
No one really cares. No one's paying attention.
No
one. I sometimes, when I get up from, like, a chair, I'm like, everyone's looking at me.
I know.
Literally, they're not. They're just looking at the fucking ceiling.
Yeah. But that's, like, a really big thing. And also just, like, show up to whatever you want. That just, like,
don't even ask.
Show up.
I mean, I think it's specifically our school where we have to say that, but I'm sure there's other smaller schools where it's not, like, very, like, inclusive, but just, like, don't care, just go, because if you throw something or you do something, they're gonna just show up. So also, for the overall, like, best advice, listen to the older girls. Like, we're probably, if you're younger than us, just listen to us because this is good advice. We recently got some advice about, like, college and stuff from some older girls, and it was just, like, great stuff. And it just, because they've already experienced it, it's important because you kind of, it's like a universal experience for girls. Like, we all kind of get the same, like, story and learn the same lessons. So it's kind
of
go
through the same things.
Yeah, and so sometimes learning, like, high school lessons and college lessons, it's hard, it hurts, and, like, you're gonna, like, you might end up crying. So it's kind of just better to listen to the older girls so you don't have to go through and make mistakes on your own, even though you're going to make mistakes. But
yeah.
But
I think, like, at the end of the day, like, high school is really fun. Like, you're gonna meet some of your best friends, like, literally for life, hopefully, like, if you make the good connections, which I think I have. And I think just really trust yourself and grow as a person and know yourself. And I think that those are the biggest
and
things.
Everyone says it's just high school. It's not your entire life. It's going to feel like it's your life. It's not your life. It's just a portion of your life. So do whatever what will make you happy. And just live your life.
I agree.
Okay, well, thanks for listening.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We really had a fun time filming this episode because, you know, obviously we've been through stuff, so we have, like, some good insight. And all of our other episodes, we had so much fun. And
I just think, like, this episode was really important to us, and I hope that some of the stuff that we said resonates with you and that we can kind of save you some pain that we've had to, like, experience ourselves.
Looking back at, like, remembering some of, like, the things that has happened throughout high school and, like, just you grow so much as a person. Like, the person I was freshman year, the person I am now, different people. And
I was weak.
You.
I was weak back then. Now I'm like, don't give any fucks.
Yeah. And I think that just you grow as a person, and I think it's just you'll really see a difference.
Also, you're gonna be a shit person in high school until, like, the last year, and you're gonna be, like, fucking amazing. You're gonna be your best self. Maybe even in your 20s. Can't wait for my 20s.
Senior year is honestly the best year of high school, right? It's
also
so
for
fun.
us, it was, like, the easiest year.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't do anything this year.
Yeah, same. It's okay. Even whatever. At least we're going to college.
Yeah, hopefully it's not hard.
But bye, everyone.
XOXO, Lil Char out. Peace.